Hi guys, I just want to do a little bit of a remake on this box here that I did the other day. I'm not really liking the way it turned out up here on the top. It's not seating right. They're not together. So we're just going to redo that section there. So for the drawers, they're 5 by 5 and they are scored at 1 inch on all 4 sides. Then you're going to need 3 pieces that are 3 by 9. Alright, so we're just going to make it the 3 by 11 for now. Okay, so you're going to need 3 pieces of that. So 3 by 11. Okay, and then we're going to do this one, which is also going to be 3 by 11. Okay, so these are going to be for the inside that keeps the drawers inside. Keeps them so that they don't bump up against one another. So we're going to do it at 1 inch. And then because these drawers are a little bit wider and I want them to be kind of snug, I'm just going to take this and I'm going to put it up here on this one. See, now it's kind of like at 3 1/16. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this around and I'm just going to move it up just a little bit. Let's do it this way. So there's one. So I'm just going to do this way, Move it up to the 1/16, and then I'm going to do at 4 inches. Making sure that that's correct so I don't, because I want it to be snug up against this, but I don't want to be too tight. So yes, we're going to do it at 4. Okay, then we're going to do it at 5. Okay, and then we're going to do again up at the top. We're going to move it over just a little bit, and then we're going to do 3. So that's going to be at the 8. Okay, and then we're going to do, so then we're going to do about 3/8 of an inch, or 3/4 of an inch from that. So about 9. Okay, so that's going to give your piece some room to move around a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to cut that off. Oh, I almost cut it off the wrong one. Ooh, that wouldn't have been good. I would have had to start all over again. Alright, so 9 inches we're going to cut this off at. Okay? So now when you wrap this around your little box here, your drawer, it's going to give you some room a little bit, so that way it's got room to move in and out. Alright? So as you can see on this one, it's a little tight. So they still fit, but it's a little tight. So we're going to put that one on the inside, and we're going to do it just like this. Okay? That's going to give your box a little bit more stability. Alright? Now I know in the last one, We only did this side, and this side, but they're not forming the way that I like them to do. So we're going to go back to the original one. So we're just going to make us a little box just like this 3 times. So if you want to cut your piece off at 9, so 3 by 9, go right ahead. Let's do this other one while we got it open. I'm going to do 3 by 9. Okay. Now I'm going to do 1 inch. I'm going to slide it over just a little bit. Then I'm going to do it at 4 inches. We're going to do 5. We're going to slide it over a little bit. And then we're going to do 3. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing on this one. I'm going to do 1 inch. We're going to slide it over a little bit. We're going to do 4, 5, slide it over a little bit. And 8. What I mean by sliding over a little bit, let's zoom this in a little bit for you so you can see, is when this is at the 1 inch, all I'm doing is taking my score line and moving it over 1/16 of an inch. So here's the 7/8 and then the 1 inch. I'm just bringing into that little notch in between the 1 inch and the 7/8 inch. Okay, so it gives it that 1/16 of an inch. Because if you make these 3, your drawer isn't going to fit inside. It's going to be real snug inside. So we want them to be loose just a little bit so you can get your drawer in and out. Okay, so now we got these 3. We're going to apply some tape to the small edge because we want that to attach. Okay, so we're going to apply the glue to the small edge. I'm going to get my glue out. It's kind of stuck this morning. Okay. Apply your glue onto that one. We're going to attach it to this, just to the score line. And I use liquid glue on these parts because this way you can get a little bit more time to wiggle it around a little bit. Okay. Alright, so now we have one piece. We're going to do it again. We're going to apply glue to the one piece, making sure there's a generous amount of glue. Then we're just going to take this piece, lay it down, and we're just going to attach the 2 pieces together. Okay, making sure that they're together. And you're just going to open it up, fold the edges both ways so that way it gives it a nice crease on both so it lays nice and flat. Then we're going to do the last one. Apply some glue. Okay, we're going to lay this one down right on top, making sure that it's even. Okay, let that dry just a minute. Zoom this out a little bit. Okay, so making sure that that's even and dry. Fix it both ways so that way it'll go both ways. Alright, now what you're going to do is you're going to take your 3 boxes and we're going to apply them together. You don't have to glue them together, it's all up to you. It just makes it a little bit easier to get them together. So I would just apply some glue. Just enough to keep the boxes together. Standing them up on their ends so that way they can get even. Alright, making sure that they're even. Okay. We're going to apply some glue to the third one. Okay. Making sure that it's even. And apply it to this one. And the reason why I say put it on your table and hold them down, because this way you can get a nice, even, they're going to be nice and even whenever you go to do them. Okay? So this way, they look even whenever you go to put them together. Okay? Alright, so now we're done with that one. Now you're going to take 3 pieces, or 2 pieces that are 3 by 11. Okay? 3 by 11. Three by 11. Okay. Then you're going to take these pieces. We're going to glue one to the end of this one. We're going to score it, and then we're going to build up our side here, okay? So I'm just going to apply some glue. Let's score first, because that makes it a little easier. Okay, so we're going to score our 1 inch, because that's going to be our top portion. And then we're going to score, let's see how much we need for this one. So that one there, I'm going to cover that up a little bit. Oops. And we'll put it right here on top of this one. See, and it's about, same thing, it's about 3 1/16. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take our thing, we're going to put it at 1, we're going to score. We're going to take this and we're going to move it over 1/16 inch. We're going to score at 4. Then we're going to score at 5. We're going to move it over a little bit. Actually, that's wrong. Sorry. So we're going to do the 1 inch. And then it's going to be 2 inches because this is going to be 1 inch, 2 inch. So 1 inch, 2 inch, so that'll be at 3. Then from the 2, we're going to move over. Or the 3, we're going to move over just a tad. We're going to count over 3. 1, 2, 3. So that'll be at 6. And don't worry about that because you're going to cover it up anyway. And then we're going to do 1 inch. And we're going to move it over a little bit. So 3. We'll move it over a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 6. Do 1 inch. Move it over a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Okay. What did I do that for? Nope, that's not right. Alright, so we're going to do 1 inch. And then we're going to do at 3 inches. Then from the 3 inches, we're going to do, so this is 3. And it's still at that, you can push it up, make it go up, but it's still going to be says 3, but you don't want it too tight that it's going to mess up the drawer. So let's see. See, this one's got just a bit more than 3. So we're going to do, move it over just a tad. We're going to do 3. 1, 2, 3, so it'll be at 6. And then that's when it's going to be at the bottom. So again, it's a little bit more than 3. Let's see, we do 6. So if I do this one right up here, yeah, see, it's just a little bit more than 3. So I would do another, so you have 1 inch at the top, you have 2 inches here, so that's going to make it at 3. You're going to move it over just a little bit, so you're going to score it at 6, and then you're going to move it over just a little bit again, and you're going to 1, 2, 3, so 9. Okay, so this is going to be also 3 by 9. So we're going to take this and we're going to cut it. Okay, so now you have your top. This is your bottom. Alright, this is your top. So now your top should have enough where it will just fold over. So keep those in, but it'll just fold over just a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to apply some glue to this piece here. This is going to go towards the bottom. I'm going to take this piece and we're going to butt it up against this other, your piece that you have here on the bottom. Making sure that they're even, they're butted up, nice and snug. Okay, once that's done, you're going to apply glue to your sides. The key to this is just taking your time, making sure that you get everything together and it's nice and smooth. Okay, so now we're just going to take that, we're going to bud these in together. Okay, see, now that makes a nice piece to put together. You still have your fold here. This one's going to fold out, and that's going to give you that milk carton look. Okay, so just take your time when you're doing these, making sure that they snug up against one another. Fold them into one another so that way you know that those corners are going to stay together. Okay, now you're going to get your second piece of 3 by 9. So let's do 3 by 9. Three by 9. I can't get it straight. 3 by 9. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to score at 1, score at 3. That's when we're going to move it over just a little bit. And we're going to score at 6. Okay, that's your side. Move it over just a little bit. And then we're going to score at, oh, actually, we're just going to cut it off at 9. So let's take that, and we're going to cut this off at 9. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing as we did on the other side. We're going to fold this first part here, and we're going to attach it to this bottom piece, making sure that we're nice and even. Okay, so now we're going to apply our glue. This bottom piece. Fold it over, making sure that it butts up with this other corner piece back here. Okay. So there are no, making sure that it's all together. So that way there are no pieces that's going to be sticking out. Okay. Then you're going to take your glue. You're going to apply glue on all 3 of these. Okay. And then you're going to just fold that up, do one at a time, making sure that you're even. Okay. Just take your time, make sure things are even, make sure that they're connected, make sure there's no way that you're going to get those pieces that are going to flip out. Okay. So then you're going to fold this one down a little bit, making sure that that's there. Fold this piece. Now you have a nice looking piece that's together. Okay. No matter how you flip it over, they still look nice together. Now once you take your drawers, put them in, they'll slide right on inside, okay? Take these ones out. Put the drawers inside. Now you have a nice box that looks nice. Alright, so I'm back. I decided to go ahead and just complete this box out. So we're going to do the drawers for this box. So you're going to need your 3 pieces that are 5 by 5. You are going to score 1 inch on each side. So you're going to have 4 score marks all the way around this piece of paper on all 3 sides. Once you get your pieces done, you're going to take the one, you're going to cut it in the corner. So you just have this piece here. You're going to notch your corners a little bit, spin it around, cut on the score line to that first score line. You're going to cut your corner or your tabs, spin it around, cut to your score line, cut your tabs, spin it around one more. What this is going to do is it's going to give you a tab on all 4 sides. Okay? So your tabs are, it's going to make your box a little bit more square than having them all on one. So cut your piece from on your score line, notch your tabs, that out of there. And the reason why I'm doing my tabs is because this way it doesn't interfere with any of the score lines. Okay. Excuse excuse me. Okay, so score line, notch your tabs. Last one, up to the score line, notch your tabs. Spin around, cut your score line, cut your tab, spin it around. Cut your tab, spin it around. Cut your tab. Alright, so now you should have 3 pieces that are cut and notched out. Now what you're going to do is you're going to fold on all your score lines. Okay, we're going to apply some glue to this piece, to your tab. Then you're going to apply it together, making sure that the pieces are side by side. Okay, then you're going to take your glue, you're going to apply some glue on this side. So you're just going to take your glue and you're going to apply, or your tape, whichever one you have, and you're just going to apply it and attach them. Okay, so do that with all 4 tabs on all 3 pieces. Okay, so now you have this one, and it'll go right inside your box without any issues, and you have a nice box. Okay, then we're going to do the same thing on this side. I'm just going to apply my glue on all 4 tabs. Okay, I forgot to fold these. So make sure you fold your pieces first before you put your glue on. Okay, so we're going to fold these and we're going to attach the sides together. Okay. Alright, so now you have your drawer there. Now we're going to put it inside our box. I can see what I'm doing. Okay. So now you have 2. Now we're going to do our last one. Fold your score lines. Okay. Apply glue to your 4 tabs or tape, whichever you decide to use. Okay, now you're going to attach these together. Okay, making sure that they're together so they don't fall apart. And then what you're going to do is you're going to, let's see, this one has a little bit of a edge to it. So I'm going to take that off. sure that the piece is even. Okay, and then I'm going to apply it inside the box. Okay, and then you're going to take your last one, and then you're going to put it inside the box. So now your box is complete. So now what you can do is decorate it to how you want. Now you can do two ways. You can leave it closed, attach these two pieces together here, and that will give you a nice little handle. You can put some decorative edge to that, a border punch, whatever you want to do. Close it up, make it look nice. Or you can leave it like this, where I just left it open, and you can do it like this. Alright? So it's up to you how you want to do it. I paper clipped it. I got a little sticker I put on the inside. So whichever way you like best, there's no wrong and there's no right. So you decide how you want to do your piece. But your piece here is done. It's completed. Make sure that goes on there. Put that one back inside there. Now you have a completed box. Okay, so let me know what you think, guys. Sorry I had to do the updated version. I am going to probably put a piece of cardstock back here. You can do that with your pieces. Just make sure you're not attaching it to the drawer. Alright, but you don't have to. You can do a wraparound, put one here and just wrap it around here so it doesn't, you don't see these drawers here. So just decorate how you want to do it. And thanks for watching.